Alrighty, we're going to start with the weekly chart for Dogecoin, and this is pretty much going to give you everything you need if you like trading Dogecoin and you're wondering about where exactly to buy and sell, or if you're a long-term holder, you like to invest and where kind of to take profits and stuff during the 4-year cycle for crypto, which comes from Bitcoin. Now, I drew a fib here from the top of the 2021 all-time high to the 2022 all-time low, and you're going to want to add the 706 to your chart. I have it circled here in blue, and you're also going to want to add the 0.147 to your chart. Those are some key fib levels that do not come stock. You're going to want to add those. And I also have the exponential 50 moving average on the weekly chart. So we're currently, this has held us as support, and then we broke it, and it's been holding us as resistance ever since. We made a deviation above it here, and I would personally be looking to break it this time. With the current market shift and everything, this is looking more and more probable that we're going to break it, and this is my first target, this 14 cents, and then the second target is 19 cents. So these are levels to look for if you're day trading or if you are looking to take profits over the next 1 to 3 months. And then these levels will be very helpful over the next 24 months. So now we're going to jump in on the daily, and you also got the RSI here looking healthy. We're going to jump in on the daily here, and we're going to zoom in, and we can see that, I mean, you see how just we have this support, kind of deviate a little bit. We broke resistance, came back up, and then we created support on the 50, and we've been holding the 50 on the daily as support. So it's an early sign that we could potentially be breaking out on the weekly. And then we also have this 236 level here at 9 1/3, so about 9 cents. Get a candle that closes above. This is also going to look like a bullish engulfing. So that's a bullish sign. That's, some confluence there. And last time we broke above this level, we held it as support, and then we broke it, and now we're currently holding it as resistance on these prior, what has this been, about 2 weeks here? So we're kind of forming a base for once we break this resistance, this would be a level to hold. And then we got our first target up here at the 3.8, and then our next target at the 0.5. And we're going to just zoom in here on the price action. We are going to now go to the 4-hour chart, and we're going to remove the EMAs, and we're going to draw some trend lines. So we want to look and draw, we're going to draw a couple of trend lines here. So we can draw, the first one that stands out to me is right here. We're going to grab this from the bottom like this. I'm actually going to move it to this wick. It looks a little cleaner. So if we end up hitting this trend line, that would be a great entry, or just this flip of resistance here, that would be another entry for a trade setup. This is not long-term holding if you've been in since the bullish divergence and the retest on the weekly and stuff like that. This is specific level by level. This would be some 4-hour trading, and then we have this trend here that we want to grab. Nope, wrong one. Let me change the color here. This one here. Alright. So yeah, we have this one here on this inner. This looks a little cleaner. And then we're just going to clone this. And that gives us another trend line. And we're going to set that up here on top. And you can see that we had a deviation right here of that trend line. And then we had some wicks out of that trend line. And this was a rejection, and we're currently sitting at that resistance. So this is a nice channel that we're currently in. And you could also see that we did held some support there. And you wouldn't have been able to draw this until you kind of had more price action. So right around when we got to about this point, we created this, you would have been able to draw this trend line. And I'm going to erase these and show you a nice way to do that. So we could take the ray, and we're going to grab this wick, and we're going to grab this wick, and then that projects out an additional line, and you see how that hit right here to the money, and then it also hit recently to the money. And now we can take this ray and we can clone it, and then we can move this up to this candle here, because we've made this after this price action has happened. So now we have a continuation wick right there, and that kind of gives us our channel. And we could potentially go a little bit higher based on that. And you could also adjust this to bodies. So let's see what we got right here. You kind of have this inner bodies there. That looks a little nicer. You got this there. So that's why I like to draw, let's clone that again, a zone. So you have that inner trend, and then you have that outer one. So that gives you a zone that we can wick into sometimes. And that's pretty much what I got for the 4 hour on how to draw some trend lines on Dogecoin.